Dear students, welcome to the physics class. Today we will discuss about de Broglie's explanation of Bohr's postulate of quantization. Now, according to de Broglie, electron in its orbit must be seen as a particle wave. Okay, he describes electron as a particle wave. Okay, now, according to him, he also defined the stationary orbits. Orbits. According to him, stationary orbits are that which contains integral number of waves associated with revolving electron. Which contains integral multiple of waves, de Broglie waves associated with revolving electron. That means, suppose this is stationary orbits. And according to de Broglie, electron is revolving like a wave in its orbit. Electron is revolving like a wave in its orbit. And these waves are in integral multiple. Okay. Here, suppose electron is revolving in nth radii. Suppose this is R n. Electron is revolving in nth radii of the atom. Then it covers 2 pi Rn distance. Which equal to the circumference of the orbit, 2 pi Rn, which equal to the integral multiple of wavelength, which must be equal to the integral multiple of wavelength n into lambda, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to so on. Now we know that lambda is equal to h upon mv, a formula which we already know, and lambda is equal to h upon mv. Now exchanging some terms, we get mv Rn is equal to nh upon 2 pi. Okay, we send mv to left and 2 pi to right side, denominator. Okay, to the denominator, then we get mv Rn is equal to nh upon 2 pi, which is the condition of quantization of Bohr's postulate. Bohr's postulate of quantization condition. Okay, so mv Rn is equal to nh upon 2 pi. So with the help of wave nature of electron, de Broglie explains the Bohr's postulate of quantization. Okay, this formula is very important for numerical purpose. Now, last topic of this lesson, limitations of Bohr's theory. First limitation, applicable for only one electron atoms. Bohr's theory is applicable for only atoms which contains only one electron, like hydrogen, helium plus, lithium double plus. Okay, similar cases which have only one electron. Okay, now it failed to explain the faint fine lines in spectrum. When we take a spectroscope which have very high resolution and examine the spectral lines, then we get in the spectrum faint fine lines. But Bohr theory could not explain about the faint fine lines in the spectrum. Now, failed to explain the relative intensities of spectral lines. Bohr could not tell about the relative intensities of spectral lines. Okay, he failed to explain the splitting of spectral lines in electric and magnetic field. Spectral lines in hydrogen spectra, in hydrogen, splits in electric and magnetic field, which we call Stark effect, Zeeman effect. Okay, now why the while spectral lines split in electric and magnetic field, he failed to explain. Okay, he could not explain about this. Now, failed to explain the distribution of electron in orbits. He also could not explain the distribution of electron in its orbit. Now, failed to explain the wave nature of electron. Okay, Bohr could not explain about the wave nature of electron. He take electron as a particle, not wave. Okay, he consider electron as a particle, but electron also shows wave-like nature. But Bohr failed to explain about the wave nature of electron. Now, last, failed to explain about elliptical orbits. Electron revolves in circular orbits as well as in elliptical orbits. Okay, orbits are circular and elliptical also. But he could not tell about the elliptical orbits in which electron revolves. Okay, now here are the failures of Bohr's theory. So the topic is done, the chapter is done. Okay, now revise yourself. Thank you.